We are in the top of Witch Lodge Woods on the Blackdown Hills. We're undertaking a timber harvesting operation which we do across the estate. We're halo thinning around the veteran trees. These oak trees predate everything else you see around them. We believe they were part of a deer park. It would have been a much more open landscape. Forestry Commission acquired the land in the 1950s and we planted up the woodland around. So it feels much more like a woodland habitat now, but it wasn't always this way. And the trees have seen plenty of different changes over the hundreds of years that they have been here. We are really lucky in the UK that because we've had big landed estates with single landowners, we have more veteran and ancient trees than anywhere else in Europe. They are the oldest living things we have in this country. They are hundreds and hundreds of years old, but all of these trees are so rich in wildlife. You can see the holes and the crannies. There'll be bats and birds roosting in there. The lichens on the trunks, there are dozens, hundreds of different species just living on the outsides of the tree. So many trees are in different stages of their growth, and it's that collection that makes these trees here so incredibly valuable. We're working here in very close proximity to some of the ancient trees, which gives this particular operation a real level of interest that we have to be very, very careful. We are taking those beech trees from around the edge of the veteran oaks to allow a little bit more light and wind to reach the trees so that their leaves can gain the sun so they can continue the photosynthesis and they will remain healthy. We'll be chainsaw felling the beech trees away from the veterans, and in certain instances where the tree is weighted towards the veteran, we will attach a winch cable to it and have a tractor that will pull the tree away from the veterans. We can then pull that tree out of the range, so it'll be off the roots of the veterans to where it can be picked up, processed and taken. What we'll be hoping to see is a slightly more open landscape around the veteran oaks, and you'll be able to sort of see the chain of them across the top of the hill. It will still feel very much like a natural forest with the bluebells under the beech trees and the veteran trees, because that's just a really beautiful, important habitat in its own right. But the interaction between the two will be slightly further apart. That's what we're aiming for.